Hey everyone, Positive Pat here with Fortress Home Exteriors. This is the Family and Business Value Series, episode 5. Today's January 5th, 2026, reading from Ryan Holiday's The Daily Dad book. Again, the point of these videos is for me to track my own improvement and to hopefully put value out there for other people that own a business and you're trying to work through the family and business dynamic. So I'll just be reading each of these passages and then just making my own commentary on how I can see similarities between, the business element and family element of what I'm reading. So this one says, "Which will it be?" In his Broadway show, Bruce Springsteen explained the choice presented to all parents. And then here's the quote. "We are ghosts or we are ancestors in our children's lives. We either lay our mistakes, our burdens upon them, and we haunt them, or we assist them in laying those old burdens down, and we free them from the chain of our own flawed behavior. And as ancestors, we walk alongside of them, and we assist them in finding their own way in some transcendence. Will you be a ghost or an ancestor to your children?" Huge question. "Will you haunt them or guide them? Will you curse them or inspire them?" Of course, we all know which of these two we want to be true, just as Bruce's flawed father surely did. But then our demons, our issues, the ghosts of our own parents get in the way. That's why we go to therapy and read good books. That's why we stay up at night before bed talking to our spouse about how hard this parenting thing is to exorcise those demons by bringing them into the light. It's why, wordlessly, when we hold our kids, we promise ourselves to do better, to try harder, to not repeat the mistakes we endured growing up. This isn't going to be easy. We're not going to be perfect, but we're going to keep trying. We're going to be an ancestor, someone who guides them and inspires them. We're not going to haunt their future selves like a ghost. So I think for me, that difference is, if you're in a leadership role, if you're a manager, if you own a company, I don't think it really even matters the size of the organization. You could have 100 employees or 100,000 or two. But the way I take that anyways is, are you going to haunt your team because of how you replied to maybe a mistake they made, instead of nurturing and guiding them and making sure they now understand what to do to not have that happen again? Do you just blow up and go off on them? Because that type of response is not going to be taken well by anybody anytime, regardless of what it is. It's the same thing with me and my two daughters. If I blow up over something, as opposed to trying to figure out what happened, keeping my own emotions in check and remaining calm, that's always going to go better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Take it easy.